he likes.
Yes, we want to continue with the Polestar, and as we talked about in the morning, Polestar is also part of the Geely group, so it lies in the same roof, under the same roof with the Lynk & Co and Volvo. So I bring the first article here as what is Polestar, and here's what you need to know.
Nice.
Yes. So the first question is, who owns Polestar? As we mentioned, that was majorly slightly like over 50% owned by the
50.5 is Geely Group.
Yeah, and then the other is like Volvo, and so it somehow lies under the whole roof of the Geely group.
Mm-hmm.
So that is Polestar. Sounds very like Swedish, but still owned by a Chinese company. But that's the image they still want to keep it as European, as authentic as they are. And the current Polestar cars, this is a Polestar 1.
Can you make that bigger a little bit?
Yes, I can. That's a car picture.
That's a Polestar 1. Nice.
It's almost look like a sporty muscle car, no?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I liked it. I like the style of the car. It has some. I don't know if I say anything wrong for the fans of it, but I think it has some similarities with some Mustang or something.
Yeah, that's also what I was like.
From the side, I mean, we have that picture. Let's continue. There's another. I'm assuming there's another model, right?
Yes, they have a Polestar 2, surprisingly.
So I think there's a pattern with the naming. Today we earlier talked about with Neo, and then their cars have numbers like 1, 2, 3, 6, and so on until 8 or whatever we looked at. And then we talked about Lynk & Co, and then their models have like C01, C02, right? Maybe there's kind of a pattern. Anyways, so this is.
You call them anyway, and here's more like a sporty, more like sedan model. And for the Polestar 2, it's like a SUV kind of setting. It's more for the...
That's what they all do apparently, right? They kind of start with the sedan. I mean, okay, nowadays everyone kind of a little bit compares to Tesla. That's a little bit. I mean, they started with a Roadster actually, but then more or less with the sedan. And okay, now and then Tesla Model 3 was more like a mid-size car, but the Polestar 2 looks SUV-ish. Yeah.
Definitely more for the weekend trip, for example. Yep.
Okay, nice. And then no future Polestar cars.
Guess how it's called?
3.
Yes.
But I know for a fact, because I'm recently looking into something I will bring up soon. They do go on their website. They have a new car upcoming. You have to wait a little bit. It's not coming before 2026.
Surprisingly, that's in Chinese. Somehow they find that I'm Chinese. That's Polestar 6.
So this is a cool car. Now we're talking, right? Now I'm getting interested.
It's launching 2026, still some years ahead, but if I have this car on the road on 2026, I can wait.
Yeah, and 2026. I mean, assuming the fun times of EVs are still upcoming, right? We have all the sedans, we have the mid-size cars, we have some halfway fun cars. Like there's like the Mach-E is a little bit of a sports, it's more sporty look, and the power is there. Like you have the sedans with all the
accelerations. That's actually the advantage of the electric cars.
But transfer that to something we checked earlier. Transfer that to Roadsters. So that's why I'm saying the fun times of EVs are still ahead. I think.
Yes, and you wanted to check. This is their sedan model, the Polestar 2.
Mm-hmm. It looks a little different on that side. Oh yeah, you want to go camping with?
It's like written there as a simplest mini room.
Wow. Is that part of the company of Polestar?
I think so. It's their website, no?
Okay, yeah, no, but are they renting me out this apartment when I buy a car with them, or?
What is this for that you mean?
Yeah. Interesting. They do. Let's stick with their car, but apparently they do. I'm also looking at the website right now. Micro spaces, very interesting. These companies are getting crazy.
Bikes, apparently.
They do.
As a company from northern countries, you want to go more.
So Chinese company though, but the DNA is clear. The design language is clear. Has definitely the European style and look. That's gonna give the Geely Group an advantage in Europe. I'm obviously assuming.
Yes, and if we go back to this article here, so these are upcoming models of the Polestar 3, Polestar 4,
Oh, there's
Polestar 5.
there's actually more coming. All right, they're like copying what NIO is doing, right?
Yeah, and what we saw on the website, Polestar 6 is like futuristic sport car.
Yes.
That's what the Polestar's doing. And what I want to show you as well is a very interesting article on this testing. So they basically it's a review of a guy just go get a car and shoot some photos of that.
Sure.
And you have the exterior there, the angles, some interior pictures. That was how the steering wheels looks like.
Yeah, but more interesting is like behind the steering wheel, the cockpit. That seems to be very minimalistic. Can you zoom that?
Sure, I can. Here you go.
I mean, that's a very different approach for a cockpit, right? That's a definitely new design language, as we see with all of these companies today. Very modern, futuristic approach, and all goes in together with like these houses we saw from NIO, and what was it called? The Lincoln Co.
Yeah.
Hangout places, right? Definitely more of a minimalistic design. And that's
The head
different.
units, yes. And here is also their interview in terms of how this belt. I actually like how they match the color together with the very
Sure,
yellow seat belt. And this is their central control unit for the big screen. It's also like vertical in the middle. That's
Similar from what we saw from NIO. Also continues, yeah, from Tesla, but Tesla moved. Tesla moved from vertical to horizontal.
back to horizontal. I mean, I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that? Okay, yeah. If you check out, I mean, the first Model S's had like these vertical screens. Everyone knows in the middle, and then the Model 3s had already switched that to a 4:3 aspect ratio kind of screen, obviously. And I think the new one, if you buy like a Model S now, it's like 16:9. So that's the exact opposite. It's very horizontal. We see if you buy a new BMW 7, they have like a 21:9 cinematic display, and we have this kind of style in like cars like Mach-E, right, from Ford. So very different.
Yeah. It's like this is just getting bigger and bigger, and also I think with the future technology coming in, with more options for the entertainment and also less focus you need for driving, it will become the new battlefield, I feel.
Sure, for sure.
Back to the article, and this is like a picture of their navigation systems, the safety parts. Yeah, has this Volvo blood, of course. Safety will be one topic.